Okay, now we started with types of cleaning, right? We did daily cleaning, weekly cleaning, and spring or seasonal cleaning. Then we also did the general points to be considered for cleaning rooms. And we did this table where it is shown that what materials are used for cleaning particular surfaces. Okay, we did removal of garbage and disposal of wastewater. We'll continue from the D point, that is disposal of human excreta. Okay, that is sanitary latrines. Hygienic disposal of human waste is necessary to prevent spreading of diseases. It is important that all people use proper latrines, otherwise diseases would spread through flies, sitting on food, drinking polluted water, eating contaminated raw fruits and vegetables. Germs can enter our body even when we walk barefoot. Okay, so this is like safe disposal of human excreta. Okay, that is our human waste, feces and urine. Okay, cities we have proper like toilets, washrooms and all, but in the villages they do not have. Still, there are villages where they do not have proper bathrooms, washrooms, latrines at their homes, and they just go in the open. They go in a nearby field. Okay, they go behind their houses and all. What happens due to this is that it contaminates the area also. Okay, then the flies and all they sit on it, and then they like sit on their food and all. Okay, it is bad for it. It causes bad smell. It may cause diseases. Okay, it causes unhygienic conditions around their house, their living space. Okay, so that should be prevented. Then there is also ways of disposal of human excreta, how properly it should be disposed. Water closet. In a majority of large towns, human excreta is removed through the water carriage system. In this, along with the household wastewater, feces and urine are carried away by a flush of water through a system of drains and sewers. A water closet is a sanitary installation for reception of the human excreta, and it is connected to a sewer through a pipe. What happens is that our washrooms, bathrooms, all of it, the wastewater from the bathrooms and the latrines and everything, we have pipes connected. Okay, pipes connected, and the pipes take all of that water and oil to a sewage system. Okay, to a sewage drain where all of it is like collected. It goes and then it is treated and all the waste is disposed of. Okay, to a like far place. Okay, that is one thing. It's like underground system is there. Okay, a whole like underground system is there for it. Along with water, all our like waste and excreta goes through the pipes. Okay, and then it is treated and then it is disposed of. That is the sewage drain. Okay, system. And water closet system is the most sanitary method of removing human excreta. Water closet system is considered hygienic, okay, because it's just covered nicely. It is all like underground, and when we flush also along with the water, all of it is just goes through the pipes. Okay, it is like hygienic because it is underground, because pipes are there. Okay. Now, what is a soakage pit? These are very important for areas where there is no drainage system. Okay, where there is no drainage system. Suppose in those places where there is no pipes attached to take the excreta out. Okay, what about those places? They have soakage pit. Now, what is a soakage pit? It is a tank-like thing. Okay, it is a tank basically Let's see some points about it. They are cheap and easy to construct. It is about 2 meters deep. Okay, 2 meters deep, 1 meter wide, and long enough to deal with the household wastewater. Okay, like 2-3 meters deep. Do you know how much is 1 meter? Average idea about 1 meter, right? An average idea, a little bit. Okay, so it is about 2 to 3 meters deep and 1 meter wide. Okay, and it basically collects your household wastewater. Fill 1/3 of the pit with coarse stones. Now, how it is like filled or how soakage like it's made from the inside. Like first we talked about the outside area of it, the volume of it. Okay, it is 2 meters deep. Okay, 2 meters deep and 1 meter wide. Okay, 2 meters deep. Now, what all is it? What all it has inside it? 1/3 of the pit with coarse stones. Okay, it has coarse stones. Coarse stones it has. Okay, over burnt bricks of 3/4 size. Have you seen like burnt brick pieces or brick pieces like okay? So that is spread. Okay, then coarse stones are spread. And then small stones are spread here in the middle layer. Okay, small stones are spread here. Okay, small stones we have. And then on the top layer, they have mud, okay, or sand. In this layer, they have sand. Okay, bottommost layer, they have um, burnt brick pieces and coarse stones. In the middle layer, they have pebbles and small stones, and the top layer they have sand. Okay, it is then covered with grass. Okay, it is then covered with grass. The wastewater from the house is led through a drainage pipe to the soakage pit. The water gradually percolates and soaks away to the ground from the pit. The soakage pit should not be constructed near a well. Can you think why? Because the water in the well may get contaminated. However, this system does not work unless there is plenty of water for the purpose. Also, it is a little expensive to construct. As a result, in most of the villages, many of the towns in India will find that the closet and sewerage systems are not there. Such circumstances, pit latrines or the bore latrines may be constructed. Okay, this tank. Okay, you have pipes coming from your house. Pipes coming from your house in this tank. Okay, and then bit by bit it is like absorbed here. Bit by bit it is absorbed. Okay, then also like there are some pros like where there is no drainage system. This can be constructed. Okay, they are easy to construct. They are easy to construct. The materials are easily available. You can find coarse stone, sand, and all easily. Okay. Then you can like if you have the you are asked with the disadvantages, you can mention that the system does not work unless there is plenty of water for the purpose. Okay, plenty of water it needs. It is expensive to construct. Okay, then okay, these two, all right, and this cannot be constructed near a well also. These can be the disadvantages, whereas these can be the advantages. Okay, so if a question comes that what is a soakage pit and what are its advantages and disadvantages, you can write it down. Okay. One second. Can you see the soakage bit?
Yeah.
Or here, if you can see the soakage bit?
So it's not like an open space. It's like dug deep and closed.
Yes, it is dug deep. Okay, it is dug deep, and also like it's like not exactly that you have totally covered concrete tank that is like covered with like bricks and concrete that the water cannot pass through. Okay, it might be that they may put like some bricks at the surroundings, but it is open at the base. Okay, they just put like they empty the soil out and they put stones, heavy stones in there. Okay, or maybe the walls also, both the sides also, they just put heavy stones. Okay, they do not construct it with brick, cement, and all like pakka. No, they just have heavy stones. So then when you like when the water comes here, okay, it like slowly seeps through the layers of stone and then it goes into the surrounding soil. Okay, it just goes into the surrounding soil, the water. That is why the well should not be there, because if the well is there, then the well from the bottom it will absorb that dirty water.
Yeah.
Okay, so well should not be there. Did you understand my point? Did you like really understand? See, this is its bottom. Okay, will just have sand. It has walls, okay, but the bottom will just have sand and then stones and then pebbles and then after that again sand would be there. So it would from the bottom it would like absorb it like this. Okay, slowly it will empty itself out because it will absorb. Okay, any doubt now in soakage pit? Any doubt in soakage pit?
No.
If the structure, the diagram is asked, can you make it? This is another language. Big stones. Okay.
Will it have to
Or
be a diagram like that or
diagram like that.
this one?
Somewhat like this. Okay. Somewhat like this. You don't have to give all the length and everything. Okay. You don't have to give the measurement, exact measurement that is mentioned here. Just remember the layers. Okay. Bottom part is the big stones and big rocks and all. Okay. Then above that is small stones and gravel. Above that is your soil. Okay, your sand. And then above that would be your water. On the corners also stones will be placed. That is your structure. Okay.
Okay.
That's all you have to label. Center, you can show a tank like thing in the center and put water. Okay. That would be your soakage pit. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, one second, I have to in it again. Diagram will not come mostly. Okay. But if it is asked, you know now how it looks like and how we can make it. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you heard of septic tanks? Yes. Now, as you know, sewerage system is the ideal solution for the disposal of human and other waste, but it costs too much. It requires a lot of water. Septic tank is another alternative. This can be seen in semi-urban areas or localities where sewerage system has still not been laid. This method basically involves construction of concrete tanks or pits. Household drains are connected to these pits. You must have observed the logo of Sulabh Shauchalaya. These toilets are based upon the principle of septic tanks. What is a septic tank? It is a tank, okay? It is a tank that is dug in the ground, okay, which stores all your sewage. Okay, it's like a big tank, solid concrete tank that is beneath your house that has all the excreta and everything. Okay, drainage systems was where pipes were there connected to a major system far off. Okay, and all the houses had pipes connected, so you had to like along with the water it would go. Okay, with the pipe. But this is where those drainage pipes and it doesn't has an extensive system such as drainage pipes and all where it is not laid. Every house has its own septic tank. So all the waste is collected there. Okay. After like some years or something, it is cleaned. Okay. Septic tanks are cleaned after some years. Maybe I don't really know, 10 years, 5 years. It depends on the size of the house, size of the tank and all. Cleaning is done, okay, of the tanks. Now, what are the advantages? They are hygienic, okay, because they are way below the ground. They are low cost and easy to construct than the water closet system. They do not pollute the surface or the groundwater because they are concrete and closed. They do not pollute the groundwater or the surface. They are free from foul smell because they are shut from every side. Okay, they are closed from all the sides because so no foul smell is there. Maintenance is easy and cost is low, and it needs much less amount of water for flushing, only 1.5 to 2 liters of water, whereas in a conventional flush toilet it requires 13 to 14 liter of water. Okay. Have you seen some like toilets where a lot of water is flushed at once, like loads of water, and the water like it flushes for a good amount of time with loads of water, and then it stops. Right. Some place you must have visited, some hotel, some place. Okay. Those are conventional flush toilets that require a lot of water. Then it does not require cleaning of pits. Okay. The sludge from the pits is a good manure. Gases are dispersed into the soil. The sludge from the pits is a good manure means the remaining, like after the water goes out and everything, the remaining part is the sludge, which is like good for the plants. Okay. Then there is like gases which are dispersed into the soil. It eliminates mosquitoes, insects, and fly breeding. Next one is pit lateral. Pit is dug to receive human excreta. The pit should be more than 3 meters deep. This is to prevent flies from sitting on it, as flies rarely live in holes as deep as this. Soil should be sandy and allow the liquid portion, the excreta, to drain away. Okay, liquid portion drains away in the soil, and otherwise the pit will fill up quickly. Water should be added daily to help the feces flow down and get decomposed. This is ideal only in case of temporary use for a few days. Pit latrines for temporary purposes. Okay. Nothing is there here. Just a hole is dug below the area and no tanks, no concrete solid thing, no drainage pipes. It's just a lot of water is put in and it just goes down below the ground only. that is there, okay, in pit latrines. There can be a concrete platform around the opening of the hole and raised stands. Opening of the hole should be covered with a lid. This will discourage flies attracted by smell, also prevent foul smell from spreading by. But this system is not very hygienic as it allows the discharge to pollute the groundwater. Okay, it is like just a hole on the ground is there, and a raised platform to put the feet are there. Okay, they in the villages it's done mostly. Sometimes they just dig a hole deep, and then they just put two bricks on the sides. Okay, not really hygienic, not very hygienic. Okay, but that is temporary pit latrine. Okay, now have an activity. Identify the type of waste disposal method your family uses in your home. Covered bins or uncovered bins. Now analyze the problems faced by you with existing water waste disposal method for solid waste inside and outside your home. Collect the following information. Inside home, how is waste collected? How often are the bins cleaned? Is there a foul smell from the waste? Are the drains blocked? Outside the home, is there a heap of waste or garbage in the street? Is there foul smell from the waste spreads? Are animals gathering around the waste? Do drains get blocked? This you have to like check out how far the municipality garbage bin is located, number of bins are adequate or not, then how often the garbage bins are emptied, are the bins covered or not. All of this you have to check. Okay. This is like I'm not discussing it right now, but you can do it as homework. Okay. Second one is also discuss with friends of locality and study center how satisfactory is the disposal of waste inside and outside the house. What can be done and how to sort out the problems or improve the present status. Okay. In text questions 12.3. State whether the statements are true or false. Sunlight acts as a mild disinfectant. True or false? Yes, Megan? True. Okay, second one. Indoor plants turn yellow when placed in brightly lit rooms.
False. False.
False. People living in dark and dingy rooms are more prone to falling sick. True. True. Circulation of air removes stale air and brings in fresh air.
True.
True. Ventilators provide light and fresh air in rooms. Yeah, true. Why is cross ventilation important for maintaining a healthy environment inside the house? Suggest ways to ensure cross ventilation in the house. First, tell me why is cross ventilation important?
What's cross ventilation again, ma'am?
Because
Megan, explain what is cross ventilation to amaze.
cross ventilation is when I think it's pressure goes in and steam goes out. Because, I don't know.
Megan
Okay.
just remembered this.
Yeah.
So that is basically cross ventilation, where you have a door or a window on opposite sides of the room. Okay, opposite sides. One is here, one will be here. Or if one is here and the other one would be here. Okay, air is coming from this side and going from that side, and air is coming from that side and going to this side. That is cross ventilation. Okay, but this fresh air coming in stale air going out, and like the air that is known as circulation of air. Okay, understand the difference? The air that is circulating, fresh air coming in, stale air going out, air coming in from here, going out from there. That is all circulation of air. Whereas cross ventilation is where you have a door or a window, or two doors or two windows opposite to each other in a room, which allows circulation of air. Okay. Now, why is cross ventilation important for maintaining a healthy environment inside the house? Because it allows for a better circulation of air. Fresh air comes in and stale air goes out. And the movement of air, because it allows the circulation or the movement of air inside the house, movement of fresh air inside the house. That is why cross ventilation is important. Now, give me one way to ensure cross ventilation in a house.
Make windows opposite each other.
Make windows opposite to each other, yes.
No.
Keep the windows open, which you made opposite to each other.
Yeah.
Okay, very basic, but it is a solution that keep the doors and windows open to allow fresh air to come inside. Okay. Also, if the question comes on only ventilation, you can also mention the two types of ventilations that we studied. One was where you make a ventilation space above ceiling level, and one we studied where you make a ventilation space on the ground level. Okay, like this is the room, and one ventilation would be here at the ceiling level, and one window will be here at ground level. What it does is fresh air is coming. This thing I explained to you. Fresh air comes from here, okay, and the stale air goes here. Okay, fresh air comes and the stale air goes out. Okay, let me just reconfirm it quickly. 1 second. Okay, yes, here it is. Floor level helps to bring in fresh air. That is all the doors and windows are near our ground, right? Only some feet above our ground. Okay. Whereas we have some ventilation that is right at the ceiling, top. Okay. Why is that one there? Because that allows the stale air to go out. Okay. And when the windows are there at the bottom level, windows and doors, from there fresh air comes in, and then the stale air rises up and goes out from the top ventilation area. Okay. Top ventilation column. All right. Okay. Now, next question. Stockage pits provide a hygienic method for the disposal of
All of the above. Or only human excreta.
no, not all of the above. Human excreta, or I think it's wastewater actually. Soakage pits are for wastewater disposal. Shall we just reconfirm it? Um, 12.3, three first, right? First.
Which?
I think it's the second one. I think they were really like together. It's the second one.
The second one means?
Like in the answers all the way down, it was two eyes. It just was like really
Okay, yes.
yeah.
Two. It's two. Mhm. Wastewater. Okay, so I was like thinking this thing that if you put like layers here, like you have sand, okay, then you have small pebbles, okay, then you have big rocks and all. How will the excreta pass through? Excreta cannot pass through, right? Water can pass, only water can pass through. So, and then you are telling that it should, all of it should pass through and go into the sand. Okay, that is how we are disposing with the soakage pits. So, no, we are not disposing excreta here. Soakage pits are for wastewater. What will go in is your wastewater from your bathrooms and the kitchen. Only the wastewater will go in the soakage pit. Okay, in the diagram also you saw only water was there in the tank, right? That was all the wastewater that would go down, passing through these and then going into the soil. Okay, that is your soakage pit. Whereas the septic tanks and the pit latrines are for excreta. Okay, garbage is not for all the three are not for garbage. Okay, no option for garbage, but soakage pit for water. Pit latrines and septic tanks are for excreta. Okay. Now, disposal of human excreta through water carriage system is generally not found in rural areas because it is expensive to construct, and I think all of the above too. Okay. It requires plenty of water. Some villages do not have plenty of water. Okay. Expensive. Also, like carriage system is also for excreta. Okay. Carriage system is also for excreta. The purpose of ventilation is
Third one. Fourth one.
yes, all of the above. Okay. Sunlight also comes in through ventilation.
Yeah.
Okay. What are ventilations? Doors, windows, and small openings that are there, right? Those are the ventilations in our room, right? So that is also where we get sunlight. Windows only, right? Where do sunlight comes in from? Our windows and doors, right? So that also gives us sunlight and air. Okay, and also they circulate the air. The ventilation spaces they also circulate the air. So, oh sorry,
Yeah, it says none of these.
of these. Oh, yeah. Okay, it is third one. Okay, to bring in ample light and air. Okay. Circulate pressure is also there. Second one, third one. Okay. The ideal method of disposal of human excreta at community level is
It's a water closet.
water closet. Water closet because pit latrine is temporary, not really community. Septic tank is also not community. Water closet. An ideal method of garbage disposal in a village is construction of a
First one.
Garbage pit. Yes, garbage pit. Yep. Throwing garbage on the sides of sheets. Sometimes I don't understand what's wrong
Yeah.
with the NIOS books. Level C also, they have some things that are like totally off. Throwing garbage on the sides of sheets. Placement of garbage bins is also there, but that is temporary. It is a method, yes. Placement of garbage bins. Okay, but it says construction. We don't really construct a garbage bin, but garbage pits are constructed. So garbage pit. What have we learned? Areas within a house, maintenance of hygiene, social religious functions, educational function, economic function, protective function, and site selection. We'll stop here for today. Tomorrow, we will do the terminal exercise. Okay? Okay then. I'll see you all in English. Bye.
Okay, bye, ma'am.